Hi everyone, welcome. I'd like to share a little story about how I came to yoga and how it has ultimately helped me maintain my sobriety, which I've had for about 8 years now. I started practicing yoga when I was 16. I was dealing with a lot of emotional turmoil in my family of origin, and I really felt like I needed some sort of treatment for that pain that I was experiencing. And I was lucky enough to start practicing yoga with an amazing teacher who helped me discover awareness and change my perspective about what it means to experience emotions and how we can stay with those emotions and learn from them rather than run away. Unfortunately, I did not continue with my practice and I lost my way. I went away to school and started using drugs and alcohol to achieve an effect of oblivion, not feeling, and also just trying to have some sort of release from the anxiety, the feelings of guilt and shame and insecurity that I was troubled by every day, every moment of every day, really. And so I continued on that path until I crashed and burned eventually. And I felt spiritually empty and physically sick. So when I was 25, I decided to start my recovery journey, and I have abstained from alcohol and recreational drugs since then. However, even though I was in recovery, I still felt miserable. And I felt that anxiety never left me, and I didn't know what to do about it because I was doing everything I should according to AA and other programs of recovery to get that feeling of peace and serenity. Luckily, about 2 years ago, I started teaching yoga as well as practicing yoga again. And I really had a transformational experience. And I wanted to share all of that with you and let you know that yoga is the thing that has offered me that spiritual guidance that I thought that I couldn't ever achieve. Meditation and the practice of reducing noise from the outside and from the inside through the practice of yogic teachings has allowed me to open that channel to peace and serenity that I've been seeking for so long. How do we change our perspective of our thoughts? How we let them control us and lead us down paths of anxiety, fear, and hopelessness. So many of those emotions brought me to a point where I was so depressed I didn't know how to go on before. But now, through the practice of yoga and sharing my journey with others through teaching yoga, I have found that small sliver of relief that I was so hopeful to one day attain. What is your experience with yoga, and how has it helped you change any part of your life that you felt that maybe you couldn't change, whether that be physical, emotional, or spiritual? Please share. Namaste.